Okay, so this video is going to be a little more off the cuff than some of my normal content. I don't really have a place for it in the pantheon of styles of videos I make, so bear with me. I just got some things to say. I've been playing SaGa Frontier Remastered on my Switch for probably about 8 hours now, and in those 8 hours, I feel like I'm not understanding the game, like, at all. Maybe it has to do with the character I started with, Acelis. I know next to nothing about the game jumping in, but I saw her design and it reminded me of Terra from Final Fantasy VI, so I went with my gut. And don't get me wrong, her story is super neat. Hell, it's actually pretty similar to Terra's story overall too, with being a half human, half some sort of magical race, sword girly with green hair and a red outfit. Shit, I got a JRPG type. So what do I not like about this game? Well, it's the fact that it doesn't have a true leveling system that's really thrown me for a loop. Based off the research I've done, aka a bit of Googling and 8 hours of playtime, there's this unseen battle rank that goes up as you fight. Battle rank changes the difficulty tier of monsters that you fight and boss HP values too. Which feels incredibly scummy because for starters, you only get skills and magic abilities by using commands in battle, meaning you want to fight more to unlock those. You also get random HP, JP stat ups from winning battles, so you also want to battle more to get more powerful. That way those random bosses from Acelis' story don't end up wiping the floor with you. I absolutely hated running into them because you're trying to level, and then you've got these newbie characters that you brought into the party that are what the equivalent of level 1 is, I guess, and you just like run into them at the worst possible time, and then you die, and then you gotta remember where you last saved, and it's just like not my favorite. To make matters worse, other party members that you recruit come incredibly underleveled, as I previously mentioned, meaning that you will want to grind to make something better for them, meaning that you're stuck with an incredibly weak rando who dies 9 out of 10 times, trying to milk feed them and level them up. But that being said, what do I like so far? I do like some of the quality of life changes that were implemented. Considering I've never touched the original game, I love how the sprites look in combat and out. I also appreciate the speed modes that were included and the quick save functionality. It's really saved my butt countless of times in the initial playthrough, and also the autosave. The autosave is really, really helpful, and I love when JRPGs have that, because I'm great at forgetting to save constantly. The soundtrack is also pretty good overall. Composer Kenji Ito did a fantastic job at bringing the world to life, but I can't say much more, considering I haven't played long enough to hear other tracks, and I've also never played any other games that Ito has composed for. Also, I do really adore when a game has no specific main character. We don't see that often enough in modern RPGs, but like, Final Fantasy VI and Octopath Traveler were some of my favorites, solely because every character felt fleshed out enough to the point where they could stand on their own, and there was no bad choice when it came to party composition or which character to play first. So when I saw that SaGa Frontier had a total of 8 characters I could play as, which yes is technically 7 with 1 unlockable upon completing every scenario apparently, that sold me instantly. If there's a character that you watching this enjoy the story more of than others and you think it's better to start with, let me know in the comments below, because I don't want to give up on this game, but I can feel myself getting burnt out a little bit already. I'm not feeling like I want to give up on the game yet. It is giving me a bit of a headache, but I really want to try and work through it because like the fact that there's different systems and some human characters level up differently than like mystic characters, and there's monsters that absorb other monsters. There's so many cool mechanics in this game, but it's punishing me for trying to not be weak. And I just really dislike that. I'm sure I'll have other opinions if I decide to do like a backlog video or a retrospective about it. But for now, I'm just gonna go back to playing it and seeing if I can get through Acelis' story. I'm grinding Rogue right now because he's the only party member I could find outside of a little badger thing named Cotton. This game is fine.